another name out. How about Yema Nkele? Yema Nkele. Here we go. One more time for Yema Nkele.
So we're going to play a game of Is It Racist, all right? Is it racist to say all black people look alike? Is it racist to say it in a room full of Ethiopians? No. And if you don't know the difference between black people to know why it's not racist to say it in a room full of Ethiopians, you're a racist. That's how that game works. So I hate white people, but I don't know how to feel about Chinese people. I feel like they've deceived me because they're a minority here, but they're a majority of the world's population, which makes them a super majority. And I feel like they become fat-free white people, like all the benefits but none of the guilt. I think it's because they did it the right way. All their oppression and genocide is against other Asian people. So they don't see race, they only see the communist agenda. All right.
Hell yeah. Yema. How do I say your name again? Yema?
Yema Nkele. You pretty much, yeah, you hit it pretty hard.
Hell yeah. Nice to meet you. This is your first time on the show, right?
Second.
What happened last time? What remind me of how that went?
The first time I was on here was November 23rd, 2016. I know that because that's the last time anyone mentioned me on Twitter. like I just be on Instagram, but that's the last time I got a mention on Twitter.
Yeah.
And apparently I mentioned people with autism because I used to work with kids with autism. Yeah, I looked this up yesterday, and I was like, oh, shit, I need to tweet something.
Hell yeah.
Is your name West African?
Yeah, Nigerian to be specific.
Yoruba or
Igbo.
Igbo? Yeah, you got that demeanor, boy.
You queuing up the Osabeños?
No, I mean, just from the way
I'm not.
you did the Ethiopian thing, and I was like, oh, this is an inside. This is like shit Africans talk against other Africans. You know what I mean? But to me, I can't tell y'all. I can kind of tell y'all apart, but I know. You know what I mean?
What kind are you?
I'm just a nigga from the South. But I got Nigerian friends, so I know. You know, like you're gonna come across aggressive.
We all West Side Wakanda niggas. It's all the same shit.
I'm straight from Atlanta and a test tube, nigga. So,
do you always say in your act that you hate white people?
I do just like to throw it in there. I don't have.
It's an ingredient.
I don't have any country in my speak. Like I sound too white, and so like people just think I'm picking a side, and I'm like, no, I don't. I just have to make sure that I don't get called an Uncle Tom.
White people mean to you a lot?
I grew up in the burbs. I grew up in Palos Verdes, so like I definitely have like lots of firsthand white people like being racist to me directly stories.
Really?
Yeah, like, but it's not like oppressive. It's just like my feelings hurt. Like, oh, we can't invite black kids over, but it's not like systematic poverty and shit. Like, I still got to live in the burbs at the end of the day.
Yeah. Right. Why did you get to live in the burbs? What do your parents do?
My mom's a lawyer, and my dad is an engineer.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow, did not see that coming.
Well, hell yeah. So you were born and raised in Palos Verdes, and now you still live there? You make the drive? Is that no, now you live around here.
I live Pico.
Hell yeah. Do you always dress like you're going to medical school?
I abandoned blue jeans. I don't know why. I haven't worn a pair of blue jeans at least to do stand up in 3 years.
Did the guy who stole your clothes from? Did the guy who stole your clothes from ask you why so serious?
Oh my God, shit. That's an unbelievable reach by Joelberg.
Unbelievable reach. You guys hear that? Unbelievable reach. That's the quality I bring to this show. All right, back to you in the studio, Tony.
What did you do? What did you do before stand up?
I used to. Before I started doing stand-up, I was teaching it. I was a teacher in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
I taught English out there.
How was it going back?
It was it was dope. Like it's super easy to date anyone you want, but like it's kind of prostitution. Like everybody, like girls expect you to like pay for all their shit, but like if you're willing to pay for all their shit, you can pretty much date whoever you want.
What's the difference between that and Paula Verdes?
Yeah. You calling my girlfriend a hooker?
Kinda.
Are you calling Red Band's girlfriend?
What are you doing, man? Step up.
Wow, that's fun. So, and you do what for work?
I work for Save the Children. I do canvassing. I'm a nigga who stands outside grocery stores and tries to get people to donate to charities.
You're
one of those
kinds of people.
Nigerians that do it in person versus online through them weird ass emails.
Fucking hate that shit.
Yeah, there's some of those.
What's your other hustle? Because I know you got another one.
Nah, other hustle is comedy.
He does a lot of Fanta commercials.
Wow. All right. How about hobbies? What do you do for fun?
Rose and bars.
Okay.
I'm a comic book guy. Like
Yeah.
I'm big in video games, comic books, like just nerdy shit in general, anime and all that type of stuff. I try and make my own comic books and shit.
Oh, wow.
Do you fuck with any other chicks besides Africans?
Not no more. I'm wifed up now. No, I have a girlfriend now, but like
Is she African?
she Nigerian.
Damn,
She
that always
Nigerian.
happened to my Nigerian homeboys. Some racism in there somewhere. That's bullshit. But
What is it about her that you think makes her so special to you?
She's one of the few people I consider smarter than me.
Wow.
You need
Does
better
she-
friends.
Does she hate white people too?
Yes, but she's smart enough not to say it directly.
Right.
That's why.
Yeah. You throw it in whenever you can.
Just sprinkle it in there.
how your parents feel about what you do?
They have to deal with it. Like it's
You first generation?
yeah, and so
shit.
it's
Yeah.
as long as I don't ask them for money no more. So that's pretty much where it is they don't give me shit like that, and I can do whatever I want.
How old are you?
28.
Fuck yeah.
Have you ever sold chocolate to your parents?
What the fuck?
That's not, wait, what? Oh, I see. Because of the canvassing job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's really like chocolate selling that he's doing, Brian.
Yeah.
Well, anything he sells is chocolate selling.
Okay.
I used to sell chocolate, but I got a girlfriend. I can't do that shit no more. All right, whatever. It's fine.
What does that mean?
Okay, no, stop it, Brian. God damn it.
I'm so happy that two Africans were on the show because
Great.
I hear you do the play the Lion King thing for fucking Haitians and Jamaicans
Oh, yeah,
and
it's-
shit.
Yeah,
One of my
everybody-
favorite things.
Pretty much everybody gets it. So, speaking of having two different Africans on stage tonight, is there any beef between Nigeria and South Africa? Is there, you guys have any? Is there a thing? Nigerians fight with people a lot, or?
Not most African countries beef is within their own countries.
Yeah.
Like most of them is
Just
self
like
beefing.
here in America, we had the East Coast rappers versus the West Coast rappers.
Yeah, exactly. Or we have Pusha T versus light skinned niggas. Everybody in Africa kind of has beef with South Africa because they're the white representative to the world, and so it's like we're all kind of jealous.
How do y'all feel about Black Americans? I mean, how do your family in particular? Because I know how some feel about us. Can you say it openly, like you said, talked about white people?
I have a whole bit about it, but it's like it's pretty much as much as black people make fun of Africans make fun of them just as much. The same silly type of shit. Like
Oh, you can't say it.
I not in front of company. I don't feel comfortable.
Can you just give us one small example of something racist you've heard your dad say? Come on, he's not giving you money anymore anyway. You can give us a little example of something that you've overheard your dad say.
It's not going to be a little example. I'm going to lose half my black friends after this.
Well, I'll tell you what happened to me, because I'm black, like I said. But the first time I went over to a Nigerian house, I had to get introduced as the white man's wolf.
Wow, I'm adding that to my spank bank
Sure they were
later.
I feel like they were just fucking with you.
So they ain't went that far yet, huh?
Yeah, I ain't.
No example of something racist that you've heard your dad say?
One day I came back home and it was a whole bunch of like, it used to bother me when I was in like elementary, like African booty scratcher and like, you know, and there's a lot of arguments I've lost to just shut your African ass up. There's no punchline. That's all they say. And then my dad said, next time they say something to you, look him in his face and say, that's why my grandfather sold your grandfather. And it's like,
That's a good joke.
It's good. And
That's a good joke.
it's a lot to give a 10-year-old, though.
Wow.
Not they from Africa. That's the beginning. You know what I mean?
I just squirted.
My goodness.
But that is a very good, to me, true story that shows the relationship just in that one joke. It just shows the relationship between, you know, Nigerians or Africans and black people. It just sums it up. You know what I mean? So I think jokes like that need to be told to me. You know what I mean?
I agree, and I think that absolutely that's one of the, more interesting ones of the night, joke-wise. I'm going to ask you one more question before we wrap this whole thing up. You said that you hate white people, right? You called Pusha T, and you didn't even refer to Drake by name. You call him the light-skinned guy. So my question is this. Is there basically, like, the darker you are, the cooler you are with them, like, straight up? Or is it, like, well, I guess what I'm asking is, do you respect light-skinned Africans less than dark-skinned Africans?
Well,
why is the malaria bird here?
He opened with an Ethiopian joke, which are lighter Africans. You know what I mean?
I do not have any issues with people based on complexion on
just
how
white
light
people.
But yeah, there's a whole I was gonna try and do. I figured out that I couldn't do that.
He on first 48. He on first 48 right now. Well, sir, you want a cigarette?
Maybe we'll start next week's episode with your answer from the end of tonight's episode.
All right. I don't dislike people because they're light skinned, but I don't like a lot of light skinned people when you refer to Drake, Steph Curry, the Warriors. There's a long list of light-skinned niggas who I don't fuck with, but it's not because they're light-skinned.
The American came out of him. He called them niggas. I like that.
In that case,
USA.
Since you wanted to answer it that way, I have one more question for you. Who's your favorite ever light-skinned?
LL Cool J.
God damn.
Wait, we don't even consider him light-skinned. That's like,
damn, what?
I didn't even realize he was.
God damn, how black are y'all? Are y'all? How dark are y'all? LL like, shit.
He's like Wesley Snipes.
I'm scared. I see why I was the white man's wolf then.
Yema Nkele, everybody. There he goes. Come on. He's on Twitter at comedy
Hilarious.
yem yem YEMA. Isn't that exciting?
Look at Jerry's mouth.
What? Jerry? Did you just call Jeremiah Jerry?
Yeah.
Wow.
The name's
Hey,
Roseanne.
he's not old enough to be Jerry yet.
The name's Roseanne, and I'm the female version of Brian Redband.
All right, I pulled another name out of the bucket.
I don't know. I think we all need to take time to think about like what it means to be an American. I think what it really means to be an American is to really be able to just like hate people. Like, but only like hate like the way black people hate white people. Like, cause like black people hate white people like the same way that like white people hate, or like people hate bees, you know what I mean? Like you hate, like I hate bees because like I don't like being stung or sold into slavery. But like, I still like honey and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't. I know how the world gets pollinated at the end of the day. But instead, I think like too many people like pretend like they don't hate people, and they like fake. They fake love people. Like, you'll never hear like every white person loves black people. Like, that's because they know that's what they have to say. Like, I love black people, but they love black people like the same way that they love like Mexican food, but only eat Chipotle.